This town has gotten bigger now that I think about it. I wonder if that's thanks to Lord South South.
They say this is an important place.
The children remain innocent and unflappable.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Wanderers are pretty common.
This town has...
The enemy officer has been defeated. This even territory is now push harder. Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
This'll do. Take this! Oh my God! I've been waiting for this. Time to act. Easy. An opening. Looking rough. How about this? All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated. Thank you. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. Take this. Looking rough.
This town has gotten big.
The Yellow Turban surrendered to Lord South.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
What does peace even look like?
I heard Lord Tao's taken a liking to him.
Advance! Stick close to me! Now! Looking rough. Time to act. Let's go. Let's go. Prepare for pain. Let's get serious. Counting on you. Prepare for pain. I see it. Is that it? Take this! Prepare for pain! Take this! I see it! Concentrate! Prepare for pain! Got this! Turn the table up! Oh my! Tables? Concentrate. Good eye! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Wanderers are pretty common.
The children remain innocent and unflappable, even in this war.
Time to act.
Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take it.
Bear witness to my power. All my might.
Take this.
Time to act.
I see it. Take all my might. Time to attack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this. I see it.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
They say this is an important place.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to a wanderer named Ziluan. I wonder if he's...
Let's end this.
Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
What does peace even look like?
Lord Eugene is way too strict.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao is
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to make that their weapon.
Prepare for pain! I see it. How could I? The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. An opening. Time to act.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao...
Lord Shunyo becomes...
Tables turn. Concentrate. Whoa. Open it. Time to end this. How could I? The enemy officer has been defeated.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao's rule.
This town has gotten bigger.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
I see Cao Cao's old habits are back in force. He's been trying this way and that to bring Guan Yu under his command. They say he's given him all sorts of treasures, even the fabled red hair. It's a familiar sight. Cao Cao loses all restraint when he encounters talent. But he's a true hero now, trying to rule over the realm. And a great hero becoming overzealous over a single officer is a problem. I doubt Guan Yu would change allegiances over mere flattery. And if I'm right, the enemy just gained another weapon. I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt us later.
What perfect timing. Lord Cao Cao has called for you. We must hurry.
I have a question. Were you close to Guan Yu? Oh, I see. Guan Yu is a man of integrity. I imagine he will want to return to Liu Bei's side. But it would be a shame if such talent were lost along with Liu Bei's life. If possible, I would like him to join my forces. I had hoped that if you knew him well, you might be able to think of a way to win him over. So even you cannot think of a way to bring him over to our side. If he wishes to return to Liu Bei no matter what, then perhaps we must make sure that is no longer an option. Before anything else, I want to know what Guan Yu is thinking. The moment our army has a chance to rest, I'd like you to find that out for me.
What? You're asking if I want to continue serving Lord Cao Cao? Certainly. He has been incredibly generous and has treated Liu Bei's family well. That is a debt I must repay in full before I leave. But I do not intend to stay here long. I will leave as soon as I know where my brother has gone. I, Guan Yu, will stand with Liu Bei until my death. That is an oath I will not break. That is not the issue. My loyalty is with Liu Bei. Simple as that. Liu Bei is weaker than Lord Cao Cao. A cause for concern in some ways, I admit. Whenever he sees others suffering or in misery, he is driven to help them. heedless of logic. Because of that, we, and Liu Bei himself, have had to endure countless hardships. Some may see that as foolishness. Others may jeer, calling it a lack of principle. But Liu Bei knows the suffering of the people. He knows the cries of the destitute who lack the power to act. I believe that is the quality necessary to bring an end to these times of war. Forgive my prattle, but those are my thoughts in full. I presume you came here at Lord Cao Cao's behest to see where I stand? If you would, please tell him that I am sorry.
Lord Guan Yu, I hear that Lord Liu Bei is still missing. I cannot imagine how that must feel. But I am happy that I could fight alongside you once more. And I say that in earnest.
I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and the lives of my brother's family.
No need. The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm. You said the same to me once.
Zheng Liao.
I echo that sentiment. Lord Guan Yu, you are worthy of our respect, and I am glad we could speak once more.
Lord Shi Huang.
My training with you was my salvation when I lost my way. At the risk of sounding presumptuous, I hope our presence here eases your suffering even a little.
Aye. We may have different reasons and circumstances, but we are all warriors climbing the same peak. If we train and continue to better our minds and bodies, a path may one day present itself.
I am beyond grateful to both of you. Let us spar, that I may reforge my wavering mind.
Nothing would bring me more joy.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
The Yellow Turbans surrender to Lord Cao Cao. Hopefully, this will bring a measure of peace.
What does peace even look like?
Lord Shunyo becomes a different person when he drinks.
The scars left by Luibu's assault truly run deep.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Oh, pardon my manners. I was so deep in thought that I'd forgotten our plans to meet. Yes. To tell you the truth, I haven't had even a moment to rest. Matters of war have been left to Lord Shunyo, Jashu, and Goja. That leaves the task of governing Shu in my hands. I must also be vigilant against agents of Yuan Shao, interfering with domestic affairs. And the recent incident is yet to be fully dealt with. Yes. The attempt made on Lord Cao Cao's life, at the behest of the Emperor himself. Truth be told, we had considered the possibility, but not so soon. It seems the Emperor feels threatened by our leader's power. Should a mere retainer be allowed to attain more power than the Emperor? This is a matter that we must now carefully consider. There are many issues at hand, but for now, I must remain focused on protecting our leader. Yes, but I do also desire respite. Perhaps it's fatigue taking its toll on me, but I find that my ability to focus is beginning to fray. The other day, I was out negotiating with officials and handling government affairs, all without noticing that my hat had caved in. The funny thing is that later I actually saw the ministers all walking together with their hats caved in the exact same way. I couldn't believe how quickly my carelessness had become a fashion statement. I suppose all I can do now is wait for it to go out of style. That would be an entirely new source of embarrassment, and they would wonder why it's coming from you. I'd like for you to keep all this to yourself. Let it be our little secret. Be that as it may, I am glad that we have made plans to meet later. If I am to rest, I would very much like it to be with you at my side. Now, shall we make our way to my estate? Please forgive me if I, fall asleep on the way.
This town has
Things have gotten so much better around here that you can hardly rest.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to him.
What does peace even...
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They seem...
Even with such an eminent family,
let's begin.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen. Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baimar Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces, headed for Baimar Castle. I have to warn Lord Yin Liang.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise.
Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yin Liang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjing. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once!
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Their numbers matter not, for I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory. Begin advancing!
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
This is our chance.
Take the enemy by surprise!
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible number.
The enemy officer
They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong. Our victory is imminent.
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade. And the one you! Fight me! You think you are skilled enough?
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life. We're evenly matched. Push harder to gain the advantage.
They've taken the fort at Yanjin. Cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. Quickly,
We must reclaim it.
Counterattack.
Let's start
the enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this.
This territory.
Let's start the advance.
Let's go.
Could be. No, that's not possible.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own.
Cao Cao, you are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice. Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated.
Tables turn.
To bring peace.
You do not know who you are or from where you hail. You seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
Let's get serious. I have captured this area.
Let's start the advance.
Time to act.
The power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
All my might.
The enemy officer
the sacred
has been defeated.
And those eyes. Yes, you must be.
Time to act. I've been waiting for this. All my might.
We should stop here to assess the situation.
See it. Looking rough. Counterattack. Time to act. Take this. Counterattack.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
We must find a way to overcome this situation.
We shall attack like a surging wave. Make haste with preparations.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
There must be something I can do.
All my might. The resistance is futile. All my might. Oh. Just the right time. Lend us a hand. All my might.
End this.
Land has fallen. In the name of my lord. Feel my steel.
The enemy officer
Let's start
has
the
been
advance.
defeated.
Let's go.
I have suffered heavy losses. I must withdraw.
Stay sharp. Here we go. Turn the tables.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Stay sharp.
What a predicament. Even so, I shall not abandon hope. Keep pressuring them.
The time is right. We should attack now.
been defeated.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
The time is right. Go.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother. Got you. Well done. Most impressive.
You stand in the presence of Yan Liang. I am one of Lord Yuan Shao's greatest warriors. You really think you have what it takes to fight me? Do not lack your skill, it seems. But this battle has only just begun. Let's end this. I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. I have been bested. How can this be?
What? Yan Liang has been defeated. Impossible. This cannot be. I can't believe we managed to drive back such a large force. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless. Send Wenchou. Attack Yanji, and bring me Cao Cao's head.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanji. This time, we can send some of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the river to the north and attack the enemy from behind.
The enemy officer
must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way.
Let's go.
Your assistance comes at the most opportune moment.
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage.
Got this.
You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it.
You have saved me. After this is finished, I shall be sure to thank you properly.
I managed the situation poorly.
Let's get serious.
I'm glad it's you who has come to my aid. I would choose no other.
I cannot afford to fall here.
You'll keep me amused, I hope.
How embarrassing. I seem to have underestimated the enemy's force.
Got this.
I must leave this battle in your capable hands.
Couldn't be of more assistance. Let's get serious. Turn the tables. Got this. Let's get serious. Tables turned.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother. All
You
done.
appear when you're most needed. That is a talent in itself.
To arms! Onward to glory!
The enemy officer
Break through the enemy
has
lines
been defeated.
before they can counter on our assault.
There's no virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
I knew I could count on you. A true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
That's going great! Keep up the pace and push on forward! Get some! You take this! Let's end it rough.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
With all my might. Let's end this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Every victory serves to make me that much stronger. Take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
None other could accomplish such feats. Continue to perform in this manner.
I am Wen Chou, one of Yuan Shao's greatest fighters. Any who believe themselves worthy may test their might against me. You are half bad. So your bravery isn't without justification. Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
At all. Why did it have to end like this? What? Wen Chou has fallen. This is not possible. What on earth happened? Let's go. I could foresee losing either Yan Liang or Wen Chou, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now. This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humbled, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted. It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful, Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and ally with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
The scars left by the Weebu's assault.
Lord Shunyo becomes a different person when he drinks. Seeing it for yourself is...
Advance! All of you, follow me!
Let's go.
Let's march!
This location is too valuable to be taken. Fortify our defenses, comrades!
An open
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Let's go.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Let's go.
officer has been defeated.
appears to be as far as we go.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this. All my might.
Great comrades! The time has come to show the results of our training.
Got this. All my might.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. Take this!
Looking rough, sorry. I'll leave this area to you.
Losing solitude on the battlefield.
The enemy officer
must be
has
good.
been defeated.
Let us fight!
Let's get serious. All my might. Time to act. All my might.
I see you. Your aid is truly welcome. I reckon we are all in your debt now. An opening.
All my might. Take this. All my might. Take this. The time is right. Begins the true battle.
Looking rough.
Time to act. With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take that one is the key to turning the tide. Begin pursuit. Immediately. I will break you. Take this. Die.
The enemy officer has been defeated. We go. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this. Time to act. Got this. Take all my might. Take this. All my might. The enemy officer
I challenge you
has been
to
defeated.
Prepare yourself.
Let's get serious. An opening. An opening. Time to act. Now. Concentrate. An opening. Turn the tables.
witness to my power. All my might. Time to act. All my might. No finish. Counting on you. Now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Bring him down. Time to end this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
What kind of life does he have?
They say this isn't important. Wanderers are pretty common in this.
Finally found myself a job. I couldn't be happy.
There you are. I had a feeling you'd be around here, and I was right. I knew you'd be glad to see me. I've been wanting to talk more. We've known each other since before we started serving Lord Cao Cao, so I figured it'd be good to deepen our friendship. I like that nonchalant attitude of yours. Anyway, both you and I have changed since we first met, haven't we? Especially since we met Lord Cao Cao. That man takes anyone under his wing. It doesn't matter if you're suspicious or if you try to entrap him. And we probably wouldn't be talking like this if we weren't both working for him. Right? If we had met as enemies, it would have been different. And working under Lord Cao Cao is pretty good, don't you think? He doesn't let emotion influence who he trusts. He leaves the past in the past, and all he considers is whether you fit into the future he dreams of. That's why I can propose ideas and speak my mind without worrying about the petty stuff. Besides, the tacticians around here are all just as quirky as I am. I can't help but look forward to each strategy meeting. Such entertaining times, you know? It really was. I wish I had known that when you and I first met. I don't have much in the way of personal ambition. In fact, I'm much more interested in making a path for someone else to achieve their goals. And that someone? Well, I was hoping it could be you. So, how about we remain friends from here on out? Not bad at all. You know, something always felt different about you. But now I think I know why. I see hope in you. The deep color of the sky you see right before the end of a long, dark night. That's what's in your eyes. But there's more to it than that now. Anyway, no need to think too hard about it. Let's just continue to get along.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to a wanderer named Zuluan.
This town has gotten bigger now that I think.
The children remain innocent and unflappable.
They say this is an important place. Wanderers are pretty common in this day and age.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
What does peace even...
Lord Eugene is way too strict.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful.
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bailuan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Zuluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. Well, while you've been off fighting, I've been busy myself. Very busy, in fact. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Zuluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
So you remember. We fought the government forces that came to purge our village, and were cut down. And now, you know. I am but a fragment of your memory. A mirage from your past. Born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Ziluan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. Well, I haven't really decided just yet. That's sad. I've always thought of visiting the land where my father studied medicine. Perhaps now is the time. As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Ziluan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Ziluan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold. Hope
I...
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even Yuan Shao.
Hey, did you hear? Yuan Shao's main force is coming down south.
They say it's 10 times the size of ours. We can't win this fight.
And I hear we're almost out of supplies, too. It's all over for us.
Line up. We will now begin our training.
Lord Eugene, surely now isn't the time.
Yeah! Why should we train when we're gonna die here?
Get moving. Anyone who talks back to a superior officer will be punished. Your job now is not to cower. It is to fulfill your duty as soldiers of Cao Cao's army. Continue to train yourselves until your fear and hesitation are gone. Understood?
Sir! Everyone, get in line.
I've just returned from scouting Guandu. Yuan Shao's army is as massive as the rumors say. Maintaining it must require a great deal of supplies. I've heard from Lord Guojia about the battle in Puyang. It sounds as though supplies won the day. And I think that may once again be the deciding factor in this battle. What do you think? Not what I was thinking, but a fine idea nonetheless. The problem is, we do not know where they are located. I, therefore, think it is best to go for their supply lines and cut off delivery. I will go propose striking at their supply routes. I am sure Lord Cao Cao will be open to the idea.
What shall we do, Lord Cao Cao? Their numbers are far too great to fight without a plan.
Yuan Shao's army is growing cautious as it nears Guandu. It appears their loss in Baima has shaken them.
But with our supplies dwindling, Yuan Shao must know that time is on his side.
Any news from Shu City, Guojia?
Lord Xun Yu says that lords in the vicinity of Shu City are showing signs of revolt. And there are rumors that Liu Bei was spotted among the leaders of the rebellion.
Liu Bei?
His Majesty has taken a liking to Liu Bei. If he comes to the rescue, then His Majesty will follow him.
Then it is imperative that we send more troops to put the rebellion down, yes?
Do not be so nervous, Lord Xunyu. Those who lack the heart of a warrior are destined for defeat. Let us endure for a while longer. Our chance will come to us in time.
Brother. Farewell, Zheng Liao.
Nothing more must be said. Press on, friend, and walk your own path.
I am in your debt. I have sworn to live and die at Liu Bei's side. And that is where I must go. It's you. I must also bid you farewell. Lord Cao Cao has granted me permission to return to Liu Bei. And I will do so today. I will of course bring them to his side. But I cannot have them wandering aimlessly. I must scout ahead and find him first. There is much I owe you. While this may be goodbye, it has been an honor to fight alongside you once again. I, Guan Yu, will never forget this debt. I do not know where we may meet again, but when we do, let us test our strength once more.
Well, this is unusual. Lord Guojia. We hardly ever see you grimace like that.
I feel we're still missing something decisive for the upcoming battle. So much already plays to our benefit, but we still lack the final push to guarantee our victory.
How unlike you. Weren't you just telling us to wait for opportunities to present themselves?
Even I would like some control over the battle's outcome.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, Lord Shunyo. What is it?
Lord Cao Cao is calling for all of you. A letter was brought in from Xu Yo of Yuan Shao's army.
A man known to both Lord Cao Cao and Yuan Shao, serving directly under Yuan Shao, I believe. I'm curious to see what a message from an acquaintance like him contains. You must be too, Lord Guojia.
I suppose. Let us hope it's good news. One letter could very well turn the tide of war. My, things are becoming interesting.
Now that is why everyone's afraid of Lord Guojia.
Xu Yo of Yuan Shao's army has sent us a letter. He is unhappy with Yuan Shao and is ready to surrender. He's also included some other pertinent information.
If I may, precisely what is he unhappy about?
That Yuan Shao favors corrupt advisors, prioritizing their suggestions above all. Not only does he reject earnest plans in favor of theirs, but he even imprisons his most loyal servants.
I'm glad you are not like him, my lord. Otherwise, my head would have rolled long ago.
I suppose that is the essence of Yuan Shao as a leader.
Thinking back on it, he was always prone to these bad habits. He would show kindness to those who respected him, but enmity toward any who dared to oppose him. But that is irrelevant. What's important is this. According to Shu You, supplies for Yuan Shao's army are being gathered in Wu Chao. He says the defenses there are weak, and that it will easily fall if attacked.
Indeed. We will need to confirm if it is true. But if it is, this may well guarantee our victory.
Then let us gather the officers.
Aye. We bring Yuan Shao's fate to an end here.
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao.
What does peace even look like?
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to all the Yellow Turban surrender to Lord Cao Cao.
Wanderers are pretty common.
This town has gotten bigger now that I think about it.
The difference in strength is clear to see. In terms of pure numbers, we stand no chance. So, we must first attack the heart of the enemy forces.
And by heart, you mean their supplies?
That's right. We will send out 2 units from Guandu to attack both the supply line and their stock of provisions.
Lord Shu Huang, we will have you lead the unit attacking the supply line.
I will not let you down. My men and I will do whatever it takes.
Lord Cao Cao will lead the other unit himself. We have received word that the enemy has a storehouse in Wu Chao that is poorly defended.
Really?
Our scout was certain of it. Xuan Yu Chong is defending the provisions. We will attack him and burn the lot. The success of this plan rides on the element of surprise. The enemy cannot find out what we're up to. And even if we can conceal our true motives, if Guandu falls before the attack is complete, we're done for.
So we must make sure that Yuan Shao's army in Guandu is dealt with before we even begin.
An assault to their defenses and a surprise attack. If either fails, then all is lost. Let us all play to our strengths and do everything in our power. If we can accomplish that, then victory is assured. Fear not. In this battle, we will show the world our true strength.
Well, is everyone here? Hmm?
Go. The time has come. We shall finally face Yuan Shao and finish this. My elite soldiers, pour your sweat and blood into our efforts to grasp victory here.
An opening. This incredible formation is the embodiment of our strength. Onward, with your heads held high. Our military might is overwhelming. That much is plain to see. All we have to do is forge ahead and crush them underfoot. Alright, our transports are ready. Let's go! The supplies we bring to our forces shall bolster their efforts!
Take this.
The enemy is sending forward transport units. Now is the time. Sever their supply line! Advance! Take this! They choose to fight back despite our imposing show of force. We'll just have to strive harder to break their spirit.
The enemy has set its sights on the Guandu garrison. We'll head to Wuchao, aim for their provisions. We are at a critical juncture, so I shall go as well. I leave the defense of the base to you. Now advance!
Turbulent times force even friends to fight one another. But I've no other choice.
I think this...
The enemy officer
march is about to
has been defeated.
Onward! Attack the Guandu garrison! Give me a best!
We will intercept these foes. Defend it to the last. Let not a single man through. March forward.
Quicker. I shall lead the way. I hope this surprises everyone. Keep pace with me. We've delivered the provisions, everyone. Let us attack with renewed vigor.
forces. They'll be swallowed up in an instant.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It seems to be going well for us. Perhaps we should push on now. I would like to draw the enemy's attention away from Ucha.
Expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone!
Resistance is futile.
My ambition cannot be stopped.
Time to end this.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
How about this?
And your comrades.
Begin the advance. All units, march!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I am ready.
I leave the rest up to you. Where did I go wrong? Seems to work too good.
Our plans in action. Got you. The enemy officer.
So you come. Sorry, but your help is needed here.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Begin our attack.
What's a predicament? Even so, I shall not abandon hope.
The enemy officer has been done very well.
It's good to know I can count on you.
All my might.
I won't be able to take care of this all on my own.
My heart is the enemy officer
And my mission
has been defeated.
shall go unfulfilled. How will I ever redeem this disgrace?
Each one of Cao Cao's men is worth 10 of ours.
But now,
we have no chance. We must retreat for now.
we were able to repel such a large force.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Pulled it off. Some days, that feeling
The
can
enemy
let me
officer
down.
has been
Those are the
defeated.
days I need you the most. We may not be able to make it through this.
The enemy officer
Commendable
has been
display.
defeated.
You really are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
We've rallied to some extent. Yet, there's no telling how things will go from here.
That was much too close. I will forever remember this thing.
I see the position has been
enemy
secured.
officer
This should prevent the enemy from building more weapons.
That an officer? You must be kidding!
Let's get serious.
We could use some assistance to turn back the enemy.
There we go!
Here's not a strategist alive that can best me in battle.
Take this.
Believe this.
The enemy officer
Such great
has been defeated.
Pulling back for now.
Truly amazing. I'm happy to have you in our ranks.
That's another enemy pounded into submission.
Hunter down. Looking rough.
Bear witness of my power. All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back. None other could accomplish such feats. Continue to perform in this manner.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough. Time to act. All my might. This territory is ours. Looking rough. Let's go.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
An ambush from Cao Cao's forces? They left the garrison undefended? We have to drive them back. We cannot allow Wu Chao to fall into their hands, no matter what!
We're gonna shock them. Stick with me, everyone.
Oh my might! Some commotion to the north. Could Wu Chao be under attack?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I was prepared for this the moment I set foot on the battlefield. We shall fight together, with all we have to muster.
Any of her standing would fight together with us. This is no time to cower in the face of Cao Cao's forces.
Let's do this! With her at our side, our spirits will remain strong. All my might.
An unfitting
The enemy officer
to turn this
has been
battle
defeated.
around. Let's go. With all the officers guarding this area to the sword.
Cao's army. They are a veritable
The enemy
storm,
officer
shaking the
has been
House of
defeated.
Yuan and this family to their very core.
No! Look what they've done to her!
I expected the enemy to go on be more skilled in this.
Let's go.
Let's end this.
This territory.
All of the guards.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Well done. Now we shall obliterate the morale of Yuan Shao's men. Burn it all! Set their provisions ablaze!
Reporting! Wu Chao is burning! All our provisions are up in flames!
What did you say? Damn you, Cao Cao. Now you've done it.
Winds have changed direction. Now blow in our favor. This is our chance to crush Yuan Shao. Now advance!
This should work well in dampening their spirits. Still, the enemy is great in number. Now the real fight begins.
One sec, ladies and gentlemen, I got a call.
Time to attack. challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. The enemy officer has been defeated.
The intertwining of our fates ends here and now.
On the pride of the UN, I shall crush our enemies. Everyone, steel yourselves and form rank.
The might of the proud house of UN! All units, prepare to attack!
We're looking for a chance to strike. Bring down the commanding officer. We'll suffer heavy loss.
Something! A true warrior of the Three Kingdoms!
Let's get serious. The enemy officer in our midst has been defeated.
Cao Cao, you have done well to come this far in our battle. Yet, you are still greatly outnumbered. Surely in all your research, you have knew the truth, that you cannot possibly win this battle.
Many impossible feats have been performed during this struggle. All seem to have slipped your notice. The fierce warriors that fight under my banner count 10 times and soon you'll know how deep my strength runs.
I cannot afford to fall here. I must find a way to overcome this situation.
Is this as far as my path is to take me?
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
There must be something I can do.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
Things are looking bad, but I refuse to consider this safe.
I'm starting to get fatigued. At this rate.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Even so, I shall not abandon hope.
Forcing us to break off our assault.
Overcome all odds to make it this far. We've both exhausted our respective talents. A true battle among battles. As such, I, Jung-Hoo, shall put everything on the line.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. It's you. Nothing more to worry about.
Be ready to attack. Prepare for battle.
Bring your body to stop. Feel the power.
officer has been defeated. I regret that I must implore you for aid like this. All my might. Your presence sets my mind at ease.
You weren't able to leave me in danger, were you? You truly are one of a kind.
It's a truly embarrassing spectacle. Still, thank you for your help.
You have saved me. After this is finished, I shall be sure to thank you properly.
That was much too close. I will forever remember this face.
Thank you for rushing in to save me. Help me be free from this predicament.
Things are looking rough. I won't be able to take care of this all on my own.
Judge the situation poorly.
Tables turn.
This cannot be. My forces were vast, and yet they crumble. How am I being defeated?
The generosity of your family is widely known. You have drawn this large army to your side. This is a crucial moment. I cannot deny such a feat. Yuan Shao. Whether a great number, the enemy of many voices has been defeated, an inability to make quick decisions. War is a weakness you cannot afford. I do not hesitate. I pay no mind to insignificant voice. That sets me apart. Impose my will by force. My will is to bring peace.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
No use acting tough with you. Let's get serious. Give me a hand here. I got this.
Things got tough. I thought of you. And now you're here. Crazy.
Let's end this. As far as I can. The enemy officer. I fought with everything I had till the very end. Although defeated, I've never been so light of heart.
While others merely boasted superior numbers, he displayed his superior skill. It would be a terrible waste to dispose of you. You appear when you're most needed. That is a talent in itself.
Some days, I got the feeling I can let you down. Those are the days I need you the most.
This couldn't be going
The enemy officer has been defeated. Pulses through our ranks. Here we go. Take this. Bear witness my power. Take this. All my might.
This is the end for you, Yuan Shao. It's time to finish this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The battle is decided, but I will not flee. I will lead my forces into oblivion to honor the proud Yuan Shao.
I see you. Let's cover some ground. An opening. I've been waiting for this.
impossible. I am defeated. Cao Cao has defeated me. What does he possess that I do not?
So we've lost him. No need. His fate is sealed regardless of whether or not we pursue. Yuan Shao. You once told me that you would be the one to restore the entire land. I suppose history will prove who was right. You were a man of true virtue. Another time, you might have been the victor. But it seems history would not accept you as the hero that will bring these wars to an end. Let us go, Zluan. We have stepped over many bodies to get here. We have much left to do.
Cao Cao emerged victorious from a decisive battle with Yuan Shao, becoming the most powerful individual in the land. He actively strove to establish hegemony over Hebei, and in turn, the entire land. The Sun clan fell into turmoil after being tragically deprived of their lord once again. However, with their combination of capable youth and dependable seniority, they were able to secure territory for the Kingdom of Wu. Their future now lay in the hands of their young leader. Liu Bei had yet to establish his territory and could not realistically attempt to gain supremacy. But he focused on gaining something worthwhile out of his indecision. The turbulent sea of the era turned into a powerful whirlpool, and before long, into a violent torrent. Chapter 5. With Zhuge Liang's assistance, Liu Bei decides on a plan to gain power. A decisive battle is held at Chibi.
As of yesterday, Yuan Shao is no more.
But his sons now continue his legacy. They have set up a stronghold in Ji province.
Ji will not fall easily.
On the contrary, before his death, Yuan Shao made one fatal error.
Oh?
He didn't appoint a true successor. Isn't that right, Lord Jiashu?
Correct. And wars over succession are very common in such times. Yuan Shao knew as much, And I believe he intended for his youngest son, Yuan Sheng, to take over.
But he passed before he could set that in stone. The brothers have already begun fighting. It may make things easier than when Yuan Shao was alive.
Lord Goja.
Sorry I'm late. I may have had a little too much to drink last night. I found myself giving in to any number of temptations. I'm afraid my weaknesses were exploited.
How rare to see a mighty strategist in such a state.
Men are as surprising as the world around them. Who would have thought the Yuan family's grip on Hebei would end up so loose today? Several officers surrendered to us in Guandu. They may be able to help us take Hebei for ourselves.
Oh, it's you. Thank you. Leaving the House of Yuan was difficult, but I have long awaited this day. That ideal battlefield we spoke of. I believe joining you is the best way to find it. Though I may have once been your enemy, I am honored to now fight by your side. It is truly a pleasure. Let us fight bravely for Lord Cao Cao. Still, Lord Yuan Shao's children and the rest of his family remain in control of Hie. It is my hope that they will not be involved in our future battles. Especially knowing that Lord Yuan Shi's wife will protect the Yuan family at all costs. Yes, a capable woman, as brave as any warrior I know. It could be said that she is the one who keeps the Yuan family and their troops going. But do not be mistaken. I too am a man of war. Should they stand in our way, I will not hesitate to strike them down. However, in these troubled times, it does not do to be completely heartless.
Lord Shichu started a field nearby, working on it whenever he can. What an admirable man.
Lord Shu Huang occasionally comes by to purchase gifts of appreciation for his troops.
Hard to stay motivated as time.
Okay, quiz time. What post did Lord Cao Cao
I'm surprised to hear that the young ones don't know that Lord Jia Shu.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, about that time for me to end my stream. I want to say thank y'all, much appreciated for watching or tuning in to the stream. Either way, it's much appreciated. If y'all enjoyed the stream, please give it a like. If y'all want to subscribe, be more than happy to subscribe to me. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming later on tonight. If not, I'll definitely be seeing y'all tomorrow. And with that being said, I hope y'all have a great day or night, or nighttime where you at. God bless. Tell someone you love them. Peace.